telling of Into the Wild. So Into the Wild is a story about Chris McCandless's journey towards finding himself and his purpose. Chris McCandless speaks of deliberate living, but what does it really mean to live deliberately? Well, many say that everyone exists, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is living. Look at it like this. You're stuck at a job you hate with the same old boring tune every single day. You're merely existing, not living your life to the fullest potential with the right purpose. Here we have Henry David Thoreau. He is a well-known writer and transcendentalist. His view on deliberate living brings in a whole new perspective, living with nature. In order to find himself and the meaning of life, he needed to escape from society and find solitude and independence with nature. To follow, Chris McCandless shared some of the same views as Thoreau. He left many notes written. This one, in particular, explains deliberate living as being conscious attention to the basics of life and constant attention to your immediate environment. He did this by exploring nature in Alaska. What does it mean to be self-reliant? Well, who better to explain than Mr. Ralph Emerson? His quote, "Every person should place full trust in himself or herself," shows the true meaning behind self-reliance. Self-reliance is about trusting yourself to make the right decisions, finding independence from everyone else. McCandless had the same idea. After graduating college, he escaped to find freedom and self-reliance, leaving behind all the messy baggage that came with human intimacy. Instead, he can now focus on providing for himself. Even after losing his car, he took it as an opportunity to truly rely on himself. All this talk about living deliberately, but how can we live deliberately? Well, we can start by taking some advice from Chris, by making a radical change in our lives and taking new risks that may lead to adventure. The joy in life comes from our own encounters with new experiences. There is no greater joy than having an endless changing horizon. Well, as Chris has mentioned before, he is an extremist. So some other things we can do to live life more deliberately is capture more memories with friends. Find alone time to discover yourself. Take risks and always follow your passions.
Created using Powtoon.